So imagine that you meet someone new and they have a filter in front of their eyes and ears that gives everything that you say and do a certain tone or a feeling. The filter might be set to create a rude tone or a serious tone or a playful tone or whatever. That filter, that's their first impression of you. If their first impression of you is that you're a serious person, then everything you say or do will be interpreted as coming from a serious person.
Why so serious?
So if you, for example, 10 minutes into a conversation when you're more comfortable, decide to tell a bad joke because you think bad jokes are funny, they'll feel like a serious person is trying to tell a joke and things will likely get a little awkward. If their first impression of you was that you're a playful person who likes to say or do silly things, however, the bad joke will be put through that playfulness filter and probably be a lot better received. And this kind of thing is the reason why it's so important that we stop trying to make a good first impression when we meet someone and start focusing on making a correct first impression. You see, when we try to make a good first impression, we tend to try to behave the way we think others want us to behave. Or in other words, we tend to try to act like everyone else. For most people, that means acting nice, very proper, maybe sweet, perhaps serious, because these behaviors tend to be universally accepted and how most people act when they meet someone new. But unless this is exactly who you genuinely are as a person, even with your closest friends, you'll quickly run into challenges when you start showing people your genuine self. And this has led a lot of people into a lot of bad situations. I can't tell you how often I work with clients who have trouble creating new friendships or romantic relationships, partly because of this. They meet someone new, they act proper and nice to make a good first impression, and it results in the other person not really knowing who they are. If the relationship grows from there, my clients might become more and more comfortable, and so they start showing more and more of their genuine self, and then the new person in their life quickly loses interest because it feels like my client has changed or just wasn't who they initially thought they were.
Bye-bye. See you later.
To counteract this effect, and to create much better first-time meetings with people, we should practice creating correct first impressions. That doesn't mean we can't be nice and sweet and all that. It just means that if we're gonna be, it must be because that's what we are and that's how we truly feel in that moment. Just like if we're feeling playful or childish or assertive in that moment, that's the version of us that we should let the people that we're meeting see. Now, the truth is that once we stop wearing that good impression mask that so many people put on, some of the people we meet might not like us and might not want to spend time with us. And that's perfectly fine, because those are the people that we wouldn't get along with anyway. And at least this way, we don't have to invest a lot of time and energy in each other, only to be disappointed and then split up down the line. Those who do connect with us when we create a correct first impression, however, tend to connect with us much more deeply than they ever would if we were making that good first impression. Often, this is how we end up in those conversations where we only met 10 minutes ago, but it feels like we've known each other for years. So, how do we get good at creating correct first impressions? By removing the filters that we ourselves tend to put up for us when we meet new people. By starting to speak our mind, say the things we're thinking, ask the questions we're wondering, and do the things that we want to do, even when those things aren't what other people are doing or what's normal or what's expected of us. And you can start practicing this with the people that you already know too. In fact, you can practice this with everyone you ever talk to. Just stop letting that little voice in your head hold you back from saying or doing what you're thinking. It's going to try and it's probably going to sound pretty convincing, but the moment you stop listening to it, you'll start creating correct first impressions with ease, which will lead to more genuine and solid relationships of all kinds. And if you need any help along the way, mastering that voice or speaking your mind, reach out, or please consider checking out my Authentic Assertiveness course. You'll find a link in the description because it covers this and a lot other things. Also, while you're here, go ahead and just subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be posting more and more videos as time goes by and I'm going to be building this channel, so don't miss out.